What's up, guys? This is a very fun deck to play right now. It's blowing up all over YouTube. It's the Joltik and Iron Hands first into the Gholdengo after. I find it interesting that something plus Gholdengo is popping off right now that's innovative. The idea came from Japan because of the recent video that I made with the Marnie's Morpeko and the Grimmsnarl Gholdengo. It seems like Gholdengo fusions are just in people's mind right now, so that's pretty cool. But this deck is pretty interesting because you can take your first prizes with Iron Hands, then he can die, and then you can get the energy from the discard pile and take huge knockouts with Gholdengo. Sometimes you can just go straight Gholdengo straight away, and then sometimes you get lucky and you just win the whole game with Iron Hands, which I'm sure you're aware of if you've ever played the Joltik box style game. It still has Energy Search Pro. When you prize the Energy Search Pro, it's pretty grim, to be honest with you. This is the deck list, and let's get straight into the battles. Our opponent is going first, so this is going to be an interesting match. We are going to get to go second, but they chose to go first, which is a bit interesting. I wonder why they would do that. They're probably not playing any kind of TM evolution build, otherwise they would choose to go second. Or they're just testing to see what it would be like to go first, perhaps. They got the Great Ball. A lot of things you don't normally see coming out in this match. They do have the Luminous Energy on the Monkey Dory. That looks pretty standard. They're probably playing some sort of a well, at first, I thought they were playing a Charizard Dragapult build. But now I'm like, yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Not sure what they're doing at all. So we can Arven. That's pretty good. So that we can get our Buddy-Buddy Poffin. You know what? Better than Buddy-Buddy Poffin, let's get the Nest Ball. So we can start the Joltik play. And then for our tool, might as well get the Ancient Booster Energy Capsule. Now we can go ahead and attach here, so we don't have to worry about anything. The Miraidon's going to really hook us up because it's going to search out both the Iron Hands and the Joltik. We got both. And then we're going to go ahead and attach the Grass Energy. You know, we could have attached the water. It doesn't really matter in this case, because we're not actually running the Galvantula, so that's not doing anything. And we'll just attach it all to hands. This looks like a game where you're going to get to see kind of how this deck... I was playing this deck off camera. You're probably going to get to see how it works this game, where at least you get to take one knockout with the Iron Hands before he expires, and then you're pulling everything from your discard pile with the Superior Energy Retrieval to take subsequent knockouts with the Gholdengo. So that's kind of the idea behind this deck. It's pretty cool. You kind of open up with the Joltik strategy, take the two prizes. It'd be really nice. You know what I think? If this deck doesn't have already in it, some Pokégears would kind of go crazy. I'm surprised they're running Entei as well. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, attacks used by your opponent's active Pokemon do 20 less damage. Huh. This attack does 20 more damage for each fire energy attached to this Pokemon. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's doing 120. You do more, it's doing 140. I don't know. That's a weird one. I don't know about that one. Interesting. So we could get Boss's Orders. Ciphermaniac's Codebreaking is interesting. Levincia. I think, honestly, we're just going to take the knockout on the Charmander, it looks like. But I will Arven. I don't mind getting rid of this Grass Energy. I want to get the Buddy-Buddy Poffin so that next turn we have the chance to get into Gholdengo and start drawing cards and stuff like that. I don't mind benching 2 as well. We'll go ahead and retreat. Iron Hands. MP very much. 140 damage. It's nice to see the extra damage with the Ancient Booster Energy, or the Future Booster Energy Capsule. Because the Joltik box list that I was playing recently was not playing the Future Booster Energy Capsule. It was just doing 120 with Ampy very much. And it's kind of cool to be able to do 140 with it, or to be able to do 180 with Arm Press. I can't think on the top of my head of any time where that would actually be significant. But it is cool though, regardless. Like, it's obviously nice that he can get free retreat without having to have Latias on the bench. That's pretty cool. So they're going to confuse... Ooh, they're in kind of a tough spot. They're looking like they want to confuse us. We can do something really cool here, we do have the Energy Search Pro. So here, I don't mind going Ciphermaniac's Codebreaking to get, honestly, to get 2 Gholdengo. I think that would be pretty chill. We do have the Energy Search Pro in hand already, so that's cool. Our next two cards drawn are going to be Gholdengo. We do have free retreat. We'll go into the Fezandipiti. And then watch this. We switch back into the Iron Hands just to cleanse. And now we can amp you very much again for 2 more prize cards. Unfortunately, our opponent did not get going. But that's kind of like the last game we recorded, as you guys just saw. We were able to just go straight into Gholdengo and erase the Raging Bolt. So now you're seeing like the other ideal scenario in this deck, where you're able to just go heavy Iron Hands and crush them that way. Both of those can happen, but a lot of times you actually do hit the mid ground too, which is interesting, where you first Iron Hands and then you Gholdengo. All right, we've got Joltik in the active, and we are going first. I don't mind going for Buddy-Buddy Poffin to grab 2 Gimmighouls and put them on the bench. We have not searched our deck yet, but we could have. I'll go ahead and bench Latias as well. Not worried about losing her quite yet. They're probably playing Raging Bolt from the looks of it. And I could also attach this energy here just to be safe. If we lose the Joltik, we lose the Joltik. It is what it is. Very likely to be honest with you. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. I still think it's fine to attach the energy there. If we don't lose the Joltik, then, I mean, if we do lose the Joltik, then we will have a little bit of trouble because we'll have to use the superior energy retrieval, most likely, because we'll be able to Arven for tool, so then to get the Joltik back. And this will be our means of like Night Stretchering the grass back, which would be kind of a waste, but we'll just see. The other thing that can happen is that because we've already gone first and placed the Gimmighouls down, we'll be able to just retreat into the Gholdengo, Arven for Energy Search Pro, and take a knockout against the Raging Bolt. So the fact that I'm seeing Raging Bolt Senior and not Baby Bolt here is pretty good for us. So here it's like, do we want to take the 2 prize knockout against the Raging Bolt? Or do we want to start trying to go set up the arm press play? Honestly, I think we're going to go for the, if we have it in our deck, I think we just Energy Search Pro and kill this Raging Bolt. So we'll Arven. We do have the ESP. And then I'll probably pop Rescue Board just because we might use the other thing later. It's going to be most useful in this guy at the moment. Retreat into Gholdengo. Bada bing. Energy Search Pro. We're going to leave the, what do you call it, in the active. I mean, we're going to leave the Pokégear here just so we don't have to deal with it. I mean, just so that we can use it later. Now I'm going to draw something that's not energy. We had plenty of energy, so now we don't need to draw an energy. But we draw energy anyway. Nest Ball here can grab us Miraidon. It can grab us Iron Hands. That wouldn't be too bad. That way we could find our way into it later. We could also get the Fezandipiti. I actually don't think I want to get the Miraidon here because we've already got the other stuff. Miraidon's fine. That way we can grab Fez later potentially. And then we're just going to go and make it rain. Now, as far as what we're making it rain like away, probably the lighting energy for sure. So that's 100 damage, this 200 damage, and then we want 250. We're not playing any of these, so it doesn't really matter. So we'll just go ahead and use that, and bam, Raging Bolt gets knocked out. So Raging Bolt just got Raging Bolted before it could Raging Bolt us. And we've got 2 nice prize cards. I like the Gholdengo here. Joltik is whatever. So we do have the superior energy retrieval, which means that we could already run it back if we want to pretty quickly. So that's good. It's always good to see. If you're playing the standard, I like Gholdengo a lot, but I haven't played a ton of Gholdengo. So I'm wondering if you're playing like standard Gholdengo lists and you prize Energy Search Pro, or they have a Genesect or something like that. What are you doing? Are you trying to Earthen Vessel to knock out the Genesect? Is that the idea? Because if he has a Bravery Charm, that means you have to get 4 energies away, which is kind of tough. It's like, how are you pulling 4 energy out of your deck? I'm not sure. So in this spot, it's kind of cool because if we can just keep Gholdengoing and taking 2 prize knockouts, that's what I'm going to do. But if for some reason that plan goes sideways, then we do have the option to take the turn off in a kind of a productive way, which would be charging up the Iron Hands, and then going for the free prizes on the Knock Towels, the Fan Rotams, and stuff like that. It is still a little risky because they could always boss, get rid of the hands. but that buys us time to Fezandipiti, buys us time to get another Gholdengo play off. So we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. Attached to Raging Bolt. Professor Sada's Vitality. Draw. Let's see what they got. They got another Noctowl. Okay. So that shows me that they're not happy with... well, they can't take the knockout again they can't take the knockout against the Gholdengo with just what they have. So it looks like they have to just Noctowl there to get the other Teal Mask to accelerate the energy to have 4 to discard to do 280 to get rid of Gholdengo. So they had to blow a lot of resources on this knockout. Pretty good for us. They will get it. They will get it. But to keep it a buck, it looks like we probably have the return KO. Because, yeah, they sodded. So we have the Metal Energy. We have the Superior Energy Retrieval. So that's light work for us. We've got it. Bellowing Thunder takes the knockout. And then, honestly, with no Owls, they do have a lot of cards. If I could Iono them, that'd be pretty good. I don't think I'm playing any Iono in this deck, unfortunately. I do have the Latias. So I'm going to go ahead and... you know what? I'm going to, just promote the Gimmighoul. No reason not to, I don't think. Because I'm going to draw my cards regardless. I could counter Catcher here. See, they already have a billion cards in hand. So here, I'm going to attach Metal Energy. Before I decide anything, I'm going to go ahead and coin bonus. Because I might not even have to use my Superior. I don't think I'm getting my Joltik sniped. If I do, I don't think it's significant anyway. We have the option to Ultra Ball here. I wouldn't mind Ultra Balling away Joltik and honestly maybe Counter Catcher, right? Because we're not going to be behind in prize cards at any point. So we get rid of Counter Catcher, we get rid of Joltik. We have Gimmighoul here. Or Fez, to be honest with you. Because they did take a knockout. You know what? Let's get Fez. I like that better. We'll get 3 more cards. Also, we can make it tougher for them to knock our Fez out. But that just makes them go Latias. Which is not too bad. I don't mind that. Then we're going to flip the script. We've got some pretty good cards. We could get a Gimmighoul down. I don't mind that. Because I might need the Gholdengo again next turn. So that's kind of what we were looking for. Let's go ahead and bench him. Free retreat on the hand's probably not going to matter here. So it looks like we just need our 5 cards. We need 2 more. We might as well grab more than that. I'll get rid of the Future Booster and I'll get rid of an Energy. Because we can grab 4 cards. That's 4, 5, 6 total. And that's more than enough. That way I can hold on to my other cards. All right. And one of the... let's see. I think we're probably good to grab them. Either way, we're going to use it, actually. So it doesn't really matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'll probably hold on to it. Let's do it that way. And I'll get rid of the non-metal energy cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that I could take the knockout on the Raging Bolt and still have the metal energy in case I get Ionoed. Not in case I get Ionoed, but just so that I can attach it without having to use my Superior Energy Retrieval. I'm not sure if that's correct, to be honest with you, because maybe I want it in the discard pile. But yeah, at this point I have so many energy in the discard that the only way to get energy is really going to be through Superior Retrieval, regardless. So that's fine. Depending on what happens, it's still possible we could afford to take a turn off to... let's see. Yeah. You know what? We do have 2 of our lightning. I think we were only playing 3 lightning. If we got Levincia, that'd be pretty good. Levincia and Boss would be not too bad. If we top deck Levincia, I'm pretty happy. But yeah, with 14 cards, they should be able to find their way into something useful. Yeah, here we really didn't get to show off the Iron Hands. But it's pretty cool how a lot of times with this deck, you end up, before I hit record, I found a couple good games where I was able to just use the Iron Hands, take some 2 prize knockouts, 1 or 2, and then the Gholdengo afterwards, and it was just so nice. So sometimes it lines up very well. They have 1 billion cards in hand. I'd be shocked if they didn't get the Raging Bolt. They got 1 in the discard. No Noctowls, obviously. But how could they just be down that? How could they? Okay, they do have it. So now Sada. I'm expecting Sada. Nice. They do have it. Logical. Cool. I'm sure they have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they got the record as energy. All they have to do is attach a fighting. They should be able to. Pokemon Catcher, how debilitating is that if they do get it? I don't even know what they would have preferred to have. Maybe the Fezandipiti? Maybe they don't have one to... Well, maybe they wanted... I can't actually... Maybe they wanted to attach fighting here. And then knock out the Iron Hands with the Slitherwing. That makes some sense. That's possible. That way I don't get to take my 2 prizes next turn if they take a 2 prize knockout. So now they're like, okay, I have to commit the fighting energy to the Raging Bolt and to take the knockout on the Gholdengo. But good for them is that they can still find their play next turn. However, the problem is if I find my way into a Gholdengo, they're in big trouble. Belly Thunder. But it's a little bit tough actually because, let's see. I would have to find an Arven to win, basically. And I'm 1 Arven down, 23 cards in the deck. I probably should find my Arven, especially with the ability to look at 3 cards. I bet I'll get it. We'll see, though. We will see. For now, I do have Latias. I'm going to go ahead and promote the Joltik just because I have free retreat. And unfortunately, I might end up accelerating here. Poffin. Because I need Arven so badly, and I'm not sure if he's in the top or middle or wherever he's in the deck, I'll go ahead and thin the deck a bit first and get the Gimmighoul on the bench, right? Now, we flip the script and finally we Pokégear. So let's flip the script. Let's get the Arven or the Ultra Ball. Nice. We're looking great. So now we can safely retreat into Gholdengo, attach our energy, and we don't even have to do anything else, but we might as well go ahead and coin bonus. Bada bing, bada boom. Discard these guys. We're looking at 4 cards from the discard pile. Superior Energy Retrieval. Discarding these guys. Looking at 4 more cards. And if you're them, you know it's already game over because we're going to make it rain all the different colors of energy all over our opponent. And they're going to let us do it. Pretty cool. For 400 damage. And the Raging Bolt gets out Raging Bolted. Good game.